Good morning one and all. Now in today's class we'll be studying about the next profile of entrepreneur, that is Kiran Majumdar-Shaw. Now let us understand the life history and background of Kiran Majumdar-Shaw. Okay. Now so far we have studied about the different profiles of entrepreneur. Like suppose for example Dhirubhai Ambani. Okay. Then already we had studied about Lakshmi Mittal. Okay. So we have seen that how they have struggled their life, okay, and how they became a successful entrepreneur. So like that we will be seeing about how these entrepreneurs have struggled themselves and how they have became a successful entrepreneur. Okay, so we need to understand that when were they born, okay, how was their life history and all that, okay, then which industry they had worked. So everything will be studying in the profile of entrepreneur. Now let us understand about Kiran Majumdar-Shaw. In that first one you can see that Kiran Majumdar-Shaw was born on 23rd March 1953 Pune, Maharashtra State, India. Indian businesswoman who was chairman and managing director of Biocon India Group. So Kiran Majumdar-Shaw, she was born in Maharashtra State, okay, and she is an Indian businesswoman who was a chairman and managing director of Biocon India Group. So mainly she was related to the science field, okay. Biocon industry was there, okay. She worked in this particular industry, okay, and she was the Indian businesswoman, and at that time which was there, okay, so far we have seen the entrepreneurs are there, okay, and she was a lady entrepreneur, and how she developed herself, okay, and how she became a successful entrepreneur because she was a leading chairman of Biocon India Group. She earned undergraduate degree in zoology from Bangalore University and graduate degree from University of Ballarat, Melbourne. Okay, means she did undergraduate degree in zoology. In this field zoology, she had done an undergraduate degree and graduate degree which was there from University of Ballarat, Melbourne. Then she did consulting work for a few years, then owner of Irish Biocon Biochemicals. As I have told you that she was the main thing leading in the science field, okay, and as she was the chairman of the Biocon group which was a Biocon industry, she did a consulting work for a few years, means she worked for a few years and then she became a owner of Irish Biocon Biochemicals. She found difficult to find entrepreneur in India who willing to work for a woman, means the woman entrepreneur were not more, okay, so she found it difficult to find any kind of an entrepreneur who was willing to work for a woman. Then in 2001, Biocon became the first Indian company to gain the approval of US Food and Administration. So in that time which was there in 2001, Biocon, this industry, it became the first Indian company. Okay, so this was the first Indian company, and who had given the approval? US Food and Administration had given the approval for this Biocon industry. Then profits jumped more than 42% in 2003. Now here you can see that in 2001, okay, this particular industry which was their Biocon, it became the first Indian company of to gain approval, and immediately in 2003 profits jump more than 42%, means in 2003 which is there, the company earned a profit, okay, means jumped means what, the company earned a profit of 43%. Okay, means that much profit the company had gained, okay, only within 2 years, from 2001 to 2003, okay, in the period of 2 years the profit jumped, means the company gained a profit, okay, of 42%. And the World Economic Forum recognized her as technology pioneer in 2000, and Ernst & Young named her best entrepreneur in the field of healthcare and life science. So here you can see that the World Economic Forum, okay, recognized her as technology pioneer, okay. So this the forum which was a World Economic, okay, they had given her a title as technology pioneer in 2000, and Ernst & Young company which was there named her as a best entrepreneur in the field of healthcare and life science, okay. So she had got a good name from these two. Okay, that is the World Economic Forum, and even Ernst & Young had given her as a name as best entrepreneur. Okay, in the field of healthcare and life science, because she had done a study in the field of life science in 2002. Then she was honored as the Business Woman of the Year by Economic Times in 2004. So she was been given as a Business Woman of the Year. Okay, because she was a lady entrepreneur. Okay, in that particular year she was been given as a Business Woman of the Year, and who had given that Economic Times in 2004, because in the year 2003 what happened, the company had earned a profit and earned a good name, and in 2004 Economic Times had honored her as a best business woman. In 2005 Kiran Majumdar-Shaw also received Padma Bhushan Award, one of the India's highest civilian honor for pioneering work in industrial biotechnology. So in the year 2005 she was been given as a Padma Bhushan Award. Okay, that is very difficult to get a Padma Bhushan Award, because so she was been awarded as a Padma Bhushan Award. It is one of the India's highest civilian honor. Okay, in the industrial biotechnology. So we have seen about Kiran Majumdar-Shaw. Okay, means she was a chairman and managing director of Biocon India Group. Okay, and she had done her graduate degree in zoology and undergraduate degree which is there from the University of Ballarat, Melbourne. Okay, and she was in the Biocon Biochemicals. Okay, and in 2001 Biocon, which is there, it became the first Indian company, okay, to gain approval of US food. Okay, then immediately in 2003 this company gained a profit of profit jumped more than 42%. Then she had been awarded in 2000. Okay, that is World Economic Forum had recognized her as technology pioneer in 2000, and Ernst & Young company had given her as a best entrepreneur. Okay, then because she was there in the field of life science, okay, because in the field of science, and she was been awarded and honored as a Business Woman of the Year by Economic Times. Okay, and she had also received Padma Bhushan Award. Okay, so this was the profile of Kiran Majumdar-Shaw. Now let us understand the next profile, that is Mark Zuckerberg. Okay, Mark Zuckerberg was born in 1984 in White Plains, New York. So Mark Zuckerberg was born in 1984, and Zuckerberg began using computers and writing software in middle school. His father taught him basic programming in 1990 and later hired software developer. So Mark Zuckerberg, when you have heard the word, he was a founder of Facebook. He had founded Facebook, and he began using computers and writing software which is there in middle school only. He started using computers when he was in the middle school only, and his father had taught him the basic programming which is there. Okay, and later hired software developer for him. Okay, then books, okay, called Facebook, which includes the name and pictures of everyone who lived in the student norms at first. He built a site and placed two pictures of the male and female. Okay, so here you can see that the Facebook which was there, which you already nowadays you work on Facebook. Okay, so there he worked more on the Facebook. So on 4th Feb 2004 Zuckerberg launched the Facebook, originally located at the facebook.com. So when this Facebook came into existence on 4th Feb 2004, because he had a creative mind, he started developing using his mind. Okay, then when he was started inventing only in computers, later on he found out the Facebook. Then in 2010 Zuckerberg was chosen as number 16 in New Statement's annual survey of the world's so much influencing figure. So in the year 2010, Zuckerberg was chosen as number 16 in New Statement annual survey, okay, of the world. Then this is all about Mark Zuckerberg. So only need to remember that when was Mark Zuckerberg born, in 1984, and he was the founder of Facebook, and he began using computers in the middle age. His father also taught him the basic programming. Okay, Then when exactly this Facebook was launched? On 4th Feb 2004 this Facebook was launched and came into existence. Okay. So now in today's class we had studied about the two profiles of entrepreneur. First one is Kiran Majumdar-Shaw and the second one is Mark Zuckerberg. Now just briefly I will tell you these two profiles. Kiran Majumdar-Shaw, she was born on 23rd March, okay, and she was the chairman and managing director of Biocon India Group, okay, and she did a undergraduate degree in zoology, means she had done her studies, completing her studies in science, and she did consulting work for a few years, then owner of the Irish Biocon Biochemicals, okay. Then in 2001, Biocon became the first Indian company. This was the first Indian company to gain the approval of US Food and Administration. And 2003, how the profits jumped more than 42%. Okay, and she was been awarded as the best entrepreneur. Okay, and technology pioneer in 2000. And in which field she was entitled as a best entrepreneur? In the field of healthcare and life science. And she was also been honored as a business woman, and she also received as a Padma Bhushan award. Then we had seen about Mark Zuckerberg. He was born in 1984 and he was a founder of Facebook. How Zuckerberg began using computers in the middle age or in the middle school which is there, and his father taught him basic programming. Okay, so here you can see that we had studied about the profile of Kiran Majumdar-Shaw and Mark Zuckerberg. Thank you.